Hi, I'm Simone Caporale from SIPS Barcelona, and I'd like to welcome to my SIP Talk. Winning again the number one, the first place of the 50 best, obviously is a beautiful recognition, satisfaction. It made us understand, and when I say us, I refer to myself, Mark Alvarez, and the entire team of SIPS. People appreciate what we do, and it's not easy because sometimes it's very difficult to please people, but you cannot please all of them. It was a good satisfaction, and bar SIPS was 3 years old back then. Now it's 3 years and a half, so it's still very young. And I also had the chance to experience how this recognition has evolved from the past, because together with Alex Cratena at Artisan, we've been there several times. So the 10 years later, the repercussions are actually huge compared to back then. So it's good to be into this. I felt younger because the majority of our colleagues are slightly younger than us in the trade, and to be surrounded by, I said, wow, I feel like I have like 10 years less today, and that was obviously you feel grateful, but the reality is that the next day everything changed and nothing changed at the same time, So it's good to keep the feet on the ground always. Of course, together with Alex Cratena, but also with Monica Berg, we speak often. We speak together very often, and we still have a few projects and businesses related to each other. One of the gifts I would say that Simone and Alex had was a common thinking. When we were working together in London, even though we are not maybe speaking to each other, but just looking each other into the eyes, we are thinking about the same thing, and that was a blessing. That's what for sure brought our work to a certain level. And this also happened today between myself and Mark Alvarez, which is my business partner in SIPS. So, and these things don't happen very often between people. The fact that you have a common synergy to be able to make things happen, and sometimes also to feel what's about to come. Boadas for me is a love story. I always say that SIPS for me is a brain, but Boadas for me is heart, which are very opposite types of bar. It's a place that gave birth to the passion of many people that later on became bartender or bar owners as well over the last 90 years. In order to do that, you don't have to reinvent nothing. You simply have to learn how to respect the raw material, the product for a classic drinks. And it sounds very basic, but not many classic bars actually take really pride and respect of the raw material to handle properly citrus, for example, to the best daiquiris or the best margarita in your life. But today everybody is distracted about to do new things and be there, and they forget about the essential of the bar. And Boadas is, for me, the bar. It's a bar. We have to change the entire stuff. Well, we have. The previous have to retire, so we change it anyway, and with a younger approach to what a classic cocktail is. So, as I said, respect the raw material, be kind with people. Now, sometimes when you work for 50 years in a place, you are older, you're a bit tired, you might be a little bit grumpy, or anyway, you come from different generation. In 2024, you must adapt to what's happening in the market, still preserving the essence of your bar. In this case, Boadas hasn't changed. It fades out whatever has not been handled properly in a matter of fermented drinks. You can only get two results of whatever you do: things that taste good or things that people don't like. Simple as that. And this applies to any technique, any trends, anything. If your bar or your area or your city or your region has not been able to understand properly or execute in the best way the type of trend, most likely will fade away because there's no evolution. People will lose the trust in what they do, and consumer also will lose the trust in what they experience. I think as long as you do things, you execute trends or ideas properly, technically speaking, there's no reason to make them fade away. And it's not global, because there are countries now where the barrel aged cocktail is actually something new. When versus in UK, this thing started over 20 years ago, and now it's a bit odd, you know. As long as you execute well what you do, I don't see the reason of these things to be fading away. Classic cocktails, for example, you do them beautifully, they are still beautiful and vibrant and present, you know, even though they are hundreds and more years old. So do things properly and don't worry about the time. Be patient, have a plan B and a plan C and a plan D and all the other letters of the alphabet plans. If you decide to open your own business or together with other people, don't wear anymore the watch, because the time will be gone. You will have to dedicate 1,000% of the space. And as long as you are able to feel the space, your bar, the bar, that's when you will increase that extra sensibility of details, which will make the difference. Prepare about the numbers, because we also encountered, we were ready for it, but we also encountered sort of surprise overnight. So, oh, this cannot be longer exist in this way, because it's going to kill the project as well, perhaps. So numbers, the economical side, which might be boring, but that's the reality, because you need to pay the rent and salaries. So the creativity, the things unfortunately will come seconds. And surround yourself with people that are happy to contribute, and surround yourself with people that, despite the fact you will work together, you are able to dream together. Because eventually, when you can share this vibe with your colleague, the success will also multiply exponentially. And success is not just winning an award, it's to be able to create more job position, create more wealth, and support each other. No. I don't want to open any other places. 2 are enough for my lifestyle. No, I want to live more. I don't want to open more. No. 2 is enough. For me, it's more than enough. Thank you.